About 18 hours of excitement has built up to this point, from midnight yell in Fort Worth to right now fans outside tailgating. I don't have my AMS seal of approval, but today was a beautiful day for baseball. Only problem, it's January. Less than a week after being blown out in this building by the Green Bay Packers, the Houston Texans' season of firsts continues. Even though he leads the Rockets in scoring and is the newly acquired star, it's probably safe to say James Harden is the second most popular guy with a beard in Houston today. Now, whether playing on this synthetic turf leads to more or less injuries remains to be seen. But one thing is certain, it will lead to a change in footwear. It's the last Tuesday in July, but it feels like a fall Saturday here at Kyle Field. A lot has changed in the last 6 months here in Iola, including the fire department's logo and t-shirts to help support the department. Then in the 1970s, helmets switched to more of a foam interior. And from 2004 to the present, there's a foam, but there's also air compression bubbles on the outside in hopes of preventing concussions. Second game in 2 days at the Georgia Dome featuring SEC versus ACC. This time a pair of Tigers. Clemson Tigers up 3-0, Auburn ball. Kyle Frazier scraped the roof of the dome with that pass. And what's an alley without the U? Bateman and Smith looking like Stockton and Malone. Les Miles getting them fired up. Last week didn't end so well. First quarter, Zach Mettenberger's pass intercepted by Jimmy Legree. He returns it 70 yards. It takes a while to run 70 yards. Give him some time. Boston up by 5 when Joe Johnson proves the bank is indeed open on Christmas. He buries that three from near Harlem. When most people graduate from college, they get a hug from mom and a handshake from dad. On Saturday, Texas A&M senior hurler Ross Stripling got a shaving cream pie to the face from teammates, and he wouldn't have had it any other way.
Here's a 1-2 pitch.
Who needs a cap and gown when you have a breaking ball that looks like that? On the day Ross Stripling was supposed to take the stage, he took the mound.
I was supposed to walk at 9 o'clock this morning, and obviously I knew I didn't even buy a cap and gown.
Since he wasn't able to cross the stage on Saturday, Stripling didn't allow a single Aztec to cross the plate. But it wasn't the typical Stripling shutout Aggie fans are used to.
It was a 1-0 game, yeah, you look up and you got a no-hitter going, that's cool too, but you give up one hit and they are in the game and it's tied or they might even take a lead, so you're not even worried. Obviously you're worried about the no-hitter, but you're also worried about just keeping your team in the game.
He kept his team in the game with 7 strikeouts and 1 walk, but his team couldn't really show its appreciation.
Well, everybody stayed away from him, and that's usually what you do. I don't think anybody wanted to talk to him, touch him, or look at him.
When he got the final Aztec fishing to end the 9th, the Aggies didn't seem to have any trouble congratulating Stripling on throwing the 5th 9-inning no-hitter in A&M history. And the Ags may have been a little too enthusiastic.
That definitely helped.
So while some college grads will start looking for jobs or travel to Europe, number 36 has 1 job and 1 destination on his mind.
Great to be an Aggie, great to play baseball here. It's been an absolute privilege, and can't wait to see what the postseason has in store for us.
Another surprising statistic, this was the first no-hitter head coach Rob Childress has been a part of in his 22-year coaching career, and that includes his 8 years as pitching coach with a Nebraska team that made it to the College World Series in 3 of those years. No one to pie me in the face. Luke and Dan.